Hello everyone, welcome back to Crafting with Jeanine. Today I'm going to show you how to make these super cute little bows with these little flowers, or you can do whatever you want in the center. But they're really cute and different. That's what I like about them, is they're different. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you how I make these. For this, you're going to need, this is 7/8 inch wide ribbon, and you're going to need one piece cut to 26 inches long, and then two pieces cut to 12 inches long. And you'll see why we do that in a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the big piece here. So I have my 4-inch wide cardboard template deal. Use it for pinwheel bows or whatever. And I'm going to use it for this one, and you'll see how. It's going to be starting a little bit different than a pinwheel bow, because we have the 3 loops here instead of just the 2. So how we're going to do that is we're going to take the ribbon, and we're going to take this edge of it and line it up just with the edge here of your slit. And we're just going to wrap it around. And then I'm going to take one of my alligator clips and just hold it in place right there. So then I'm just going to wrap. So I'm going to do that is I'm going to take this, and it's going to come up this way. So I just angle it right here, and then I come around the back so that my back is lined up there, and then the front gets crossed over like so, and then the back gets lined up. So this is the back of it, and then this is going to be the front of it that's facing you. So we're going to look like this with your 3 loops, and then your cross here, and then your back is going to look like this with flat. And then I'm going to take another alligator clip, and I'm just going to hold this piece in place. So it's like that. And then I've got my needle with upholstery thread, and I'm just going to do some up and down stitches. And like I've said before, if you go in from the top, your last stitch is gonna end from the top. So what I like to do is I like to just go up and down a little bit. And for here, when I get to this point, I'm gonna put my needle through so that I get both this one and this one in that stitch, and then it comes through the middle of that one, the middle one. And then I'm going to do the same thing here again. Make sure I grab both pieces of ribbon there. And then one more up. And then my last stitch goes in from the top because my first stitch went in from the top. Just like so. And now I can take these off. And then slide this off of there. Put that off to the side. So this is what you're going to look like. And then you're going to cinch, just pull it through, and wrap around a few times. Kind of adjust everything, make it to your liking. And then we're just going to give a little tie off in the middle. One good knot there. And then we snip. So this is our base bow. Now you can do it a couple of different ways if you want to do however you can get it. This is how I liked to do the base bow. And then I just kind of just spread them out so that you can get all my loops just like so. And this is going to be the top of your bow. So we're going to set that off to the side. And get me some more thread. Threading my needle. Like that. Excuse me. just going to snip off all these extras here. Alright. Now for these pieces, to get this top bow, that's how we do this. So I like to cut my V-shapes or my spike shapes, however you want to call them, first. So I'm just going to give a little snip. And then I heat seal it like so. And now this, I'm going to fold it like I would fold a cheer bow, just about. But I'm going to make it so that, so we're going for the cheer bow and we've got longer loops. What I'm going to do is, what I do here is I take these tails and I just see if they're where I want them. And that's roughly about where I want my tails. I know my hand is in the way, but that's roughly about where I want my tails, because when I push them up, I want it to just stick just a little bit over that loop there. So just try to make sure it's all even, because you want an even bow. So, and I think I like how that comes. And everything looks fairly even there. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my needle with my thread and just weave it up and down a few times just to get my cinch center. So now I'm going to wrap it and I'm going to pull it tight. So ultimately what you want is this look here, where it kind of looks like a half of a twisted boutique bow right here. So, and then I'm just going to tie off here in the middle. And snip. Making a knot. Okay, so now here at this part is I'm gonna fold them up, and just to hold my tails up here in place where I want them, I'm just gonna put a small little blob of glue right there, and then I'm just gonna pinch it in place, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Just like that. And pinch it in place. So this is what we got for one. Now we're going to do the same thing all over again for the second one. Make our little spike. Heat seal. Make our little awareness ribbon type deal. Make sure my tails end up where I want them. And my two bows are pretty much the same size. I think something shifted there. That's about right. And we do the same thing. And I drop my needle. There we go. And we're just gonna weave it up and down a couple of times. And wrap. Pull tight. Like so. And a knot. Just make sure my loops, and I'm going to do the same thing to this one as I did the other one. Little blob of glue right about there. And a little blob of glue right about there. So now I got my 2 loops. I'm just going to snip this little hanger there. And that one there. Okay, so we're going to want to put them together like this. So what I like to do here is you can glue them if you want to, but I find the glue to be a little bit messy. Is I'm going to take my thread, my needle and thread, and just push through. Okay, missed a step. So I'm going to take my needle and thread. So this one, I'm going to go in through the top of the bow here, like this. Get it right in the middle, and push it through. Now for this one, I'm going to go up through the bottom. And you'll see why we do that. Come on, go through. There we go. So now, I can get my needle to pull through. Handy dandy needle nose when it doesn't come out. There we go. So now, I've got my 2 bottoms butted up against each other. So now I can just pull it tight so that they cinch tight together, and then give a couple of wraps around, and then pull that really tight. So you want it pretty tight together, like this, and then we just put a knot, and just like that. I'm just kind of fixing everything. Like that. I think I gotta fix one of these tails because I think I put it too high up. So, because I only put a little bit of glue, I'm gonna move this one down just a little bit. There we go. That looks better. Get rid of all my strings. Okay, so we have that. So we have those 2 parts. So now all I'm going to do is take a little bit of glue, put it right here, and glue those 2 together. Hold them in place for a minute. And then I'm going to take a piece of ribbon and wrap it around the middle. Because I am doing a Christmas one, I'll use this one. So, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue back here. And I'm just going to wrap a time or 2, if I can get it around twice. There we go. And give a little glue. There we go. And then I'm just gonna fix my loops here. So from this point, you can leave it like this, or you can do like I did here, and I'm actually gonna do that and put a flower in the middle, or you can put a bottle cap in the middle of it, like that. So it's pretty versatile, kind of like a twisted boutique bow and all this. It just kind of gives, it's just a little twist on it that I like. It's a little bit different. But I'm going to go ahead and put this flower on there. And this flower I just made using 5/8 inch ribbon at 2-inch pieces. And it makes those cute little smaller flowers. Just like so. And there we go. We have those. I'm not even sure what to call this one, but it's like a twist on the bow. So there it is. And please, thank you guys for all your support. I appreciate you. Please hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. And I will leave a link to my Facebook page, Crafting with Jeanine, and you can come connect with me, ask questions, all that stuff. And I will put the measurements in the description for you guys of what I used here. And you guys have a wonderful day and happy crafting.